Looking for something I can call true. I hope these plans I got, they fall through. I say just get this guap. Yeah, too bad you ain't got cash.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Replay Journals. I'm Jessica. I am the founder and owner of Replay Journals. Now that I'm back, I can start posting stuff. So I thought that for my first video to you guys and to bring the site back was to bring in our very first interviewee that we did with Darian.
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
So we're going to talk about some things that he's been working on in the year's time since we last talked to him. And also let you guys know about his upcoming release of his EP, No Time Wasted. So for those who don't know who Darian is, or aka K4, tell us a little bit of like how you got started, you know, growing up from a small town in Cross City. You know, what did you do with your music and stuff like that?
Yeah, shoot. I say growing up in Cross City, it's like a kind of like a bittersweet type thing. It's not like a heavily populated city. I mean, but it's crazy stuff that go around Cross City, and most of the time you don't even want to be in Cross City because of the crazy stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you always gonna love Cross City because that's your city. Like that's 352. You ain't gonna put, man, come on, Cross City on deck every day. But like it's a place where you grow up and you feel like it's like one thing that is mandatory for you to do, or it feels like it's a lot that they'll push on you that's like, you know, you either go to jail or something else happens. Mm-hmm. You either good or you're not. It's so finding different ways to get up out of the situation is the best way to go.
Right. So you chose, you know, the music life to go in the route to try to help yourself get out of that small town. So when did you start working on music?
I started working on music when I was, you know, I'd say like 16. I was, you know, listening to a lot of different things. I was really on Wiz Khalifa, A$AP Rocky around that time. It's like those type of things. Listen to the A$AP Mob and all that. Like the way I got into it, it was weird because it was so much going on while I was playing football in high school and things like that. The last thing I would have thought about was even like record music, but one day I was, you know, listening to myself and just listening to beats and stuff, you know, found a beat, started sliding on it, and like I was like, yeah, I like that. And then I had to figure out a way to actually get to like actually record because I ain't had no way to do it, so I was just writing.
So like I went to high school with you, and I remember you and your friends coming into the classroom sometimes at the worst time, but you would come into the classroom and try to broadcast your guys' mixtape and stuff like that. So, I mean, from then until now, do you feel like you've had a lot of progress since then?
Yes. Well, since then it was like I said, a learning experience, trying to actually figure out the ways to go, the paths to actually go ahead and like take yourself down so you actually understand the process of, you know, to creating music. There's so many different things to it. You got art, things like that. Like the progress from then to now is tremendous. Like that's the biggest thing about it. My mixtape, my EP, coming up in November. No Time Wasted.
So what could you tell us about your upcoming release? What should your fans expect from it?
You should expect good vibes, like everything. Like you'll still hear my same flow. It's like everything. Like you'll notice that it's still the same person. Just a new outlook on how I want to do this music. A new outlook on how I want to do everything, basically.
So were there any, because I know you said Wiz Khalifa was an influence on you, so were there any records that, or old records that you listened to as a kid that helped you decide how you wanted to make your own record?
Yeah, most definitely. I was always listening to the Star Power by Wiz Khalifa. Shoot, that's probably the hardest tape I feel out of that. Besides Prince of the City, you can't mess with Prince of the City. So like Star Power, him and Johnny Giuliano, they had a great connection. So that album came out great. Nah, that's like that whole tape. That's it. I'll slide to that any day.
So I know that music isn't your only, I guess not your priority, but you have school and you work and you do other things. And I also noticed that you've had this upcoming or startup company called Daring Visuals. So what is that company all about?
Yeah, shoot, Daring Visuals. It's a lot of media based things, like everything entertainment. Really, like it's really the place to broadcast everything through like my Vimeo and YouTube and stuff like that. But when it comes down to the actual business, it's a whole. Sorry, excuse me. But it's like a full laid out plan. We doing simulations, things for education, projection, things like that. A lot of events to move around in, a lot of different ways to get into different industries throughout the company and have a mark through that way, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. So yeah, that is great. It's kind of cool interviewing you only because like I knew you in high school. So I've actually kind of saw you like progress into like what you're doing now, which is like really cool to see when you know somebody. So Daring Visuals is pretty cool and definitely love the work that you're doing with your music. So you guys, my fan base, his fan base, I hope you guys are looking at this video and checking us out. Because there's big things coming for both of us. We got his EP release. That's going to be in November of 2017. Might have an exclusive here on this website. I get the first to broadcast it. Yay for Replay Journals. So you guys can check out K4 on Facebook, YouTube, any other sites that you might have.
Yeah, true. YouTube. You got. If you really want to get now, so just go to Google and type in Daring Visuals and everything will pop up. Like you'll find what you need. You'll have a straight source. Just go to Google and type in Daring Visuals. Should be the first thing you see. I swear. So
there might be a collaboration with me, Replay Journals, and Daring Visuals teaming up to do interviews with artists that are upcoming, Thank you, Darian, for doing the interview for me. And guys, look forward for his EP drop. You guys have a great day.
For something I can call true. I hope these plans I got they fall through. I say just get this guap.